Talk about, I think Teddy said disappointment, kind of. I mean, it wasn't like you guys were crisp. I mean, what was it offensively?
On offense, we didn't really get everything going the way we wanted to. It wasn't running on all cylinders, it didn't feel like. But at the same time, we did come out and score 4 points. We played in the strength of our team. We passed the ball a lot. And overall, at the end of the day, I think it was a good day. If we were to rewind about 2 years ago and have a day like this, it'd probably be like Christmas. So there's a lot of stuff we have to clean up. We have to execute a little better. But there were some good things out there today. And there's some bad things.
Is there anything you can pinpoint in your mind for reasons why the rushing game kind of struggled today?
Well, they blitzed a lot. They ran a lot of and Borstel was on the sideline. It was one of those sloppy games. They ran a lot of blitzes, so that's when the games turned into those kind of games. I think on the first drive they ran the same blitz maybe 6 times, 10 plays or something. The middle bear where they blitz in the middle, but we also only ran the ball about 25 times. So we played in the strength of our team. I feel like just being as blunt as I can with you. The quarterback is an excellent player. The receivers are excellent players. Not saying we don't have a good O-line. We didn't allow any sacks today, but we were taking what was there. A lot of our design runs had a bubble screen attached to it because of the way they played their coverage. So we played into that. Probably like 5 or 10 runs that I think probably could have gone were flipped out to the bubble and they went as passes. So it's kind of a double-edged sword if you want.
Is that you say Christmas time like 2 years ago? I mean, is that the expectations that you guys have built here since you arrived here, and how the expectations have risen with this program?
Oh, absolutely. Because even last year we only scored 40. We only scored this many points one time the whole season, I think. So yeah, the expectations are a lot higher than they used to be. 2 years ago, we struggled to score 21 points. So it's good to go out and it's good to put points on the board, but at the same time, you're not really playing the best of your ability. A couple years ago, we were just a bunch of pups out there, freshmen and sophomore. And this year, we got a veteran group, and we got guys who should go out and should execute. And we truly believe that we should score a touchdown every time we touch the ball.
You've been around for a while. What does UK week mean? It's still the same feeling about playing the rival?
Obviously, there's going to be some high tensions in the game. It's going to be an electric crowd. They're going to be inspired to play us. We're going to be inspired to play them. But you really can't go into it buying into all the hype. It's another game. We're going to learn their scheme. We're going to game plan for them. And we're going to be ready to play, and I'm sure they'll be ready to play too.
Overall, you gave no sacks, so overall, you're happy with the performance of the O-line? I mean, even though despite kind of the rushing game struggling a little bit.
Oh, by no means. We're not happy with it. We're happy with the win. We're happy obviously we played better than our competition, but there's no reason to be happy with running the ball for 78, 80 yards, whatever. At the same time, you have to go and enjoy a win. I know Coach Strong really harped on it early in the season, winning games and then not enjoying them. That's something that can't happen here. So, I know me personally, I'm going to enjoy this, kick back and relax, and get ready for next week.
What's the single stat that you take most pride in?
Yards per carry. Yards per carry and sacks. So we had 0 sacks, which was good today. But the yards per carry was under 3. I think it might have been right at 3, which is it's pretty poor for us. I know last week we ran the ball pretty well. We threw the ball pretty well too. They had a good defense. They had a good game plan for us. So they blitzed us a lot. A lot of the plays that we were going to go at them with a lot, they played into the weakness of them. So, like I said earlier, we played in. I mean, they wanted to play that game, so we played a different game and threw the ball for 397 yards or whatever Teddy threw for. So I'm happy with the win. We got coaches who really understand the strengths of our team and the versatility and the multiplicity of our offense. So I'm happy with it. Obviously, yards per carry, we want to be over 4, preferably over 5. But number 5's lights out back there.
What's it like to?
You guys are probably going to be heavily favored next week. How does that play into it, or does it? I mean, pressure, no pressure. How does that? Affect things?
I don't really think being the favorite plays into it at all. The coaches certainly aren't going to let us get our heads above the clouds about it, so we're just going to go approach it like another game.
What's it like to walk into Commonwealth as the heated rival?
Well, the first time we went to Commonwealth Stadium, I was like 18 years old, so it was tough. There's a lot of people there, but at this point we've played in a lot of games. This will be my 4th UK game, counting my redshirt year. Second time going to Commonwealth. I know what the environment's like. We're playing a day game, so that kind of tones the crowd down a little bit. But it's going to be an electrifying environment. We're going to be ready to play, and they're going to be ready to play us. So we understand it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a big-time atmosphere, and we have to come play our best game.
Are you surprised when teams are going to kick off to you guys and start games and defer? I mean, does that shock you after the way Teddy's played on the opening drive so far?
I don't really think people take that into advantage. They're not going to change their game plan up too much just because of what we do. Who they are is who they are, so they won't. Just because Teddy's good on opening drives isn't going to change their outlook on it. I think Teddy's good on pretty much every drive. So well, I probably shouldn't say that, but we'll just if they kick us the ball, then I guess we'll just take it and run our offense.
You're perfect from the red zone this year, and you had 3 field goals today. I mean, how do you change those field goals to touchdowns? I mean, any thoughts?
We have to run the ball a lot better in the red zone.
Yeah.
We had a couple. I think we had a penalty that set us back. It might have been twice. I think it was just once for sure. We run the ball well, and then we got down to maybe the 3-yard line and had to kick a field goal. And I don't really remember what happened in the red zone the first time, but we just have to run the ball well, a lot more efficiently in the red zone because that's where it counts the most. That's where you got to run lead football, play actions, and short routes, but running the ball because the coverage is so compressed. You have to run the ball well.
You snap the ball to Teddy, and obviously he gets a lot of attention. Is there any pressure getting that ball back there to kind of not screw up the snap?
I mean, I think no matter who you're snapping to, there's going to be some pressure to snap it back there. But once you get the muscle memory down, it's pretty easy.
What was the difference between